Hey, it's the Funny Brown Switch. Today we're going to be checking out the Cherry MX Hyperglide Browns to see if they're any good or not. Before that, I do want to say, I'm actually making this video because my Discord server reached 100 members a long time ago, and then I stopped uploading. If you want to know why exactly, then check out my Tactile video. I actually have the Hyperglide variants of the Browns, which basically just means that they're better than the normal Browns in just about every way. Their tolerances are better, and they're much smoother. So no, this won't be a video about trashing MX Browns, because unlike the normal mixed Browns, Hyperglide Browns are actually not that scratchy when lubed. Yeah, not the smoothest, especially in this day and age with diamond polished switches and amazing factory lube jobs, but they're definitely not that bad. Personally, I honestly think that the little bit of scratch gives it a little bit of character, especially in the sound, which might sound crazy to some people. It's really something you have to try in a decent board, and we'll get a little more into the sound later. Let's talk about the feel. They are really light tactile, like really light. Some people even call them scratchy linears, probably as a joke a little bit, but I honestly see where they're coming from. There's a little bit of pre-travel before the slightly sharp bump, and then there's basically the rest of the travel is linear. Some people don't really like this feeling, but honestly, me, as well as some other enthusiasts, really enjoy these switches for that feel and the sound, of course. But yeah, definitely not for everyone. Okay, how do they sound? Take a listen. I like it. The scratch especially, believe it or not, it just gives a little bit character, like I mentioned before. Almost has a soft, chalky sound, whatever that means, and I really enjoy in specific boards. Keep in mind that this is spring swapped with a 62-gram alpaca spring and filmed with a nylon switch films from Dankkeeps. I actually don't know the official weight for the Browns, but I think it's around 60 grams. I just didn't really like the forced curve that it had. They're honestly not really the most noisy spring stock, but I just didn't like the forced curve they had, so I wanted to replace them with something that I'm a little bit more familiar with, that I like a bit more, and this made me really like the way these switches feel once lubed and modded like this. Thankfully, people seem to be realizing that these really aren't bad switches objectively. Definitely not a switch for everyone. They kind of go away from the modern trend that a lot of the newcomers especially are leaning towards, with super smooth linears or really heavy tactiles. Like I said, thankfully people are actually seeing that these are very nice, unique switches that aren't really bad in any way, just have very different things from the normal, and that's perfectly fine, I guess. Personally, in my opinion, they just provide a really unique typing feel and really nice sound profile in the right boards. So do I recommend these switches? If looking to try something new and unique, then 100%. But I wouldn't recommend getting these as your first gateway switch into the hobby, as they're just really different, I guess, and I guess most beginners in the hobby are looking for that buttery smooth linear experience, or would like a little bit more of a bump than this, depending what they're trying to lean towards. It's just not like the safest bet if you're trying to get a switch for your first time. As you can tell, this video is a bit different from my normal, obviously, because using face cam and whatnot. But yeah, let me know what you think, or anything I should change or whatnot. I'm still getting used to this, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna leave you off with a full sound test of the board with Cherry MX Browns.